Hi, it's April. I wanted to share a dream that I had. In this dream, there was this man, and he had a very nice place. It looked like a upscale, modern apartment in a large city. And he had invited this woman over to visit him. It looked like a date, but their relationship felt shaky in the spirit. And when she got there, she walked real tentatively, almost as if she was tiptoeing into his place. This guy had this look in his eyes. He looked very sharp and cunning. They were both dressed very well in, you know, business casual slash dating clothes, what have you. And they started talking about life and things. But the man took over the conversation because he kept talking about the issues he had been having with women. The woman he was speaking to got very uneasy, and she already looked uncomfortable, but she sort of halfway stood back up as if she didn't know if he really welcomed her, because he just kept complaining and complaining about every other woman he was involved with. So he kept talking about his nice things and how he wish people could appreciate his things and stuff like that. And she looked around, the lady, while they were visiting, and the man had paper wrapped around the bottom of his living room armchair. While she noticed that, he noticed her noticing it and started taking the paper off the bottom of the armchair. And what he was saying was, these women aren't used to nice things. And I don't know if any of this is going to work. And he looked just really put out and really judgmental as he tore the paper off the bottom of the chair. And he was saying, well, I got the chair cleaned because of the female guest I have coming into town this evening. And I guess it was supposed to be a hint that this woman who was with him right now needs to hurry up and go. And at this point, I felt really bad for her because it seemed like he invited her, but he doesn't really like her. And he just seemed really unhappy with all the women he's trying to date at the same time. Anyway, and it seems like he felt like he was better than them all and the only one who's used to nice things, according to what he was saying. So I felt bad for her and I hoped that she was leaving. And she did leave after that. She was graceful and she, quietly excused herself. She had like only eaten like 2 bites. They were supposed to have been having dinner together. But as she was walking down the street, she felt all the peace that she couldn't get while she was in the apartment with the man, even walking down the street in the dark. And she stopped. She got in a car, but not right outside the apartment. She walked down the street to her car. But she went and stopped at a 7-Eleven, and she was just feeling really disgruntled with this man and trying to self soothe herself before she went home. And that's the last part of the dream that I remember right now. So I'm thinking that if you start feeling in your heart like there are so many options and that you're better than each and every one of those options, you could inadvertently push away somebody really nice who really wanted to be with you, who really wanted to get to know you. And these were really young people, well, early 20s. And I guess that was part of why the guy felt so proud of himself, because he already had all nice things in his early 20s and by himself. But the way that he was going about things, like dating 5 women at once and feeling superior to all of them, and for some reason not waiting to ask a woman out who he did not feel superior to. I'm not sure what the backstory with that is, but I do know where what he's doing is probably heading. And I think it's going to cause him more disgruntledness and discomfort as he rejects everybody, thinking that they're all below his standards, while at the same time not just leaving them alone in the first place. Okay? And the woman, I think she was learning something about just preserving her dignity and exiting when she knows she can see the handwriting on the wall, basically. Like someone's given her a hint that someone else is already on their way this evening while she's sitting there eating. So I feel like there is something to be learned from every situation. And what they are learning is probably going to make them really smart and capable in their 30s, late 20s, 30s, and really wise by their 40s. They would have probably both settled down in their respective corners with whoever by 30. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and whoever it resonates with, I guess that's who needed to hear it. Peace and blessings.